Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing a golf club that is hands down the best looking iron on the planet ever made. I've played a set of the predecessors to this for a long time, loved them. Ability took over, so I had to change them, but they are the Wilson Staff irons. These are the new ones. I say new, they were new when I got them, probably 7-8 months ago. Now they're not so new, but this is the first time I've had a chance to get them out on the golf course. I'm really excited to use them. I've not hit a blade for a long time. I think this is going to be difficult, and I've got a video coming where I'm going to use these against the easiest irons Wilson do in the Staff range and see just what the difference is, but that's to come. Today we're going to review these. We're at Whitsand Bay. I'm on the first, arguably one of the hardest first tee shots I know of, and I'm going to hit the 4-iron. Oh, I've missed hitting blades. Oh, how I've missed hitting blades. So I stopped using blades because I was increasingly finding them more difficult to hit. Oh, nearly lost the tripod. But after that shot with the 4-iron, that looks like a butter knife, that is tiny. Why did I change? I hit that better than I've probably hit a golf club for a long time. Like, that was just pure, absolutely pure. And I hope you saw with the ball flight, with the tracer, just how nice the ball flight was. It was a dream, absolute dream. They look amazing, and so far, that first hit, I might ask for these back in the bag. Right, I've got about 150 yards, it's uphill, slightly wind behind, so I'm going to hit this 8-iron. But to look at these, they are phenomenal. They just look superb. Really small profile on the sole, but slightly rounded so you get a little bit of bounce on them. But the back of these with this new Wilson Staff logo compared to the old one, they just look phenomenal. Like, I argue, and I challenge anyone to tell me a better set of looking irons than these. They are just beautiful. Satin face, stainless steel around the outside, and then on the top you also get this satin look just to help you line that ball up. You never see the back of the club ever, even with the 4-iron. Don't get me wrong, the 4-iron looks scary to hit, but when you hit it as well as that, it is like butter. It is so pure. Anyway, we can talk about how good they are, but now let's play this one. Right, 8-iron up the hill. Should have warmed up. What that shows you there is I'm rubbish. That's about it. But I wanted to do a little chip and run with a pitching wedge, so it's a perfect setup really. Even the most forgiving of golf club was not saving that swing. But what that has done is give me the opportunity to talk about the pitching wedge, because I can now just play a little pitch shot with it. It would normally be a wedge, but I think having the versatility in a pitching wedge is really important when getting a set of irons. And the good thing you get with bladed pitching wedges is they just look like normal wedges, so they do instill confidence because they're not thick and chunky. So if you're used to using a specialist wedge, with this you'll be fine. However, ability still has to come into account here. That is where I'm failing at the moment. Oh, I hit the pin. Well, they're definitely accurate. And that's what I love. I just love the ability of the pitching wedge of the blade. I think if the lofts were very similar, then I'd love to have like an 8-9 pitching wedge in the blade, and then maybe the 7 upwards in what I've got at the minute, which is the Dynapower, what are they even called? The Dynapower irons, basically. But the lofts just don't quite work for me because they're stronger lofted, but I just love having that bladed 8-9 pitching wedge. I just think it just instills confidence and control and everything about it. It's when you get higher up in blades that, you know, sometimes it's a little bit like that when you're over the ball. When it comes to blades, the question of feel is never ever even a question, because nothing feels like a blade when you hit it out the middle. They feel like butter, but when you hit them wrong, you know you've hit them wrong. Right, 5-iron across the road, try and hit myself a 9 or a pitching wedge in. Word, I love it. just, honestly, nothing feels better. Questions that always come up: who are these clubs designed for? Honest answer: mental people or people with an ego. And I think I fell into both of them when I played blades. But the honest answer is they're probably designed for lower handicap, scratch plus handicap golfers, or even pros. But there are not many pros play blades nowadays. But if you want control and feel, there's just nothing better. Another good shot. But people who play blades play them for a number of reasons. One of them is control and flexibility of shot. So when you've got like these power distance irons, these irons that are like for high handicap golfers and things like that, you lose a bit of control because they're either don't spin enough, they either spin too much, they're too strong lofted, so they're just designed for distance and not control. Whereas when you get blades and CBs and things like that, it's for that player who wants that control of the golf ball. They want to be able to manipulate flight and things like that, where these other ones are just designed to get the ball in the air and go as far as possible to help out the golfer. Why did I go into blades? Honest answer is when I went and got fitted, they gave me the best numbers out of the blade and the CB. And playing these today, I can actually see why. I changed for my own confidence, but actually my ability still allows me to play these irons. All right, I did fat one on the first, not warmed up or anything like that, but off the tee with that 4 and 5 iron, they were superb. Now, I'm on our fourth here. I'm going to try and hit a low shot, and obviously, hopefully the ball flight will show that low flight as well. And just to sort of explain and demonstrate why people who play blades play them. So that was a lovely low draw. I didn't aim right enough because I've been fading the ball forever, but hopefully the ball flight picked up how low that was, penetrating into the wind. It is slightly into wind, this hole, and that has gone a great distance for this hole. You know, it's an uphill hole, but that's gone a great distance, a little bit left, a little bit pulley and drawy, but the control I've got in order to keep that ball flight low, I would struggle to do that with the irons I currently play, because they are designed to just get the ball in the air and travel a distance, and that's why I love bladed irons. I'm not gonna lie, so far I'm really missing playing blades, and especially the Wilson ones. They just feel phenomenal. Like, I'm tempted to just maybe dust mine off again, put them in the bag and play a few rounds and just see if the confidence comes back, because at the minute I am loving these irons. They're just so good. So in conclusion, I think these clubs are absolutely phenomenal. Like, if these were half an inch longer, I could potentially get away with these going in the bag. They're just a little bit short for me. S300 shaft is fine. You know, I don't want that big heavy shaft I've got in my clubs anymore. The next video out is going to be these versus these big chunky Dynapower irons. These are the most forgiving irons that Wilson do outside in the sort of staff range. So I'm going to be playing 3 holes head to head and see what I score with which, and see if a bad workman blames his tools or whether his tools can actually help him. But back to these blades, all in all, phenomenal clubs. I just think you've got to be the right sort of person to play them. You've got to be a good golfer. There's no point in anyone of any double-digit handicap going into blades, really. There are better clubs out there to help you. And even me, now I'm playing off 7. Should I go in these? No. Will I go in them? Probably. Why? Because I'm mental and my ego wants me to play them again. That's the honest truth. But all in all, I think those 3 holes I played with them have reaffirmed to me why I love them. These are the best feeling irons I've ever used, and they're on par with the old blades, but Wilson blades are the best feeling irons I've ever used, and looks wise, nothing looks better. Anyway, Lovely view here at Whitsand Bay. I hope you've liked that video, and if you have, please do like the video and subscribe. Lots more to come, and I say the next video will be a little head-to-head with those two clubs, see what I score, but loads more stuff to come on the video, and maybe coming soon next month, another reunion video with me, Dan and Lester at a golf club near you, hopefully soon. See you all soon. Thanks very much.